right, more than 1 billion teens and young adults are at risk of losing their hearing. This is according to the World Health Organization, and a big reason why is because they're cranking up the headphones, the earbuds, the cell phones is just too loud. And here to break it down for us and share her medical advice is Dr. Eileen Shi of Healthcare Partners. First of all, thank you for being here, doctor.
You're welcome.
Appreciate a little bit of your time. I think kids, teens, adults, we're probably all a little guilty of playing the tunes a little too loud. What kind of problems are you seeing in your offices?
We don't often see hearing loss because it kind of creeps up on you. So when people are having any kind of hearing loss, it's generally from a cumulative effect from years.
So it's almost too late at that point.
Almost too late, but for the teenagers and young adults who are the ones that are exposed to this loud music, when you are aware and as parents and teachers you can inform them, they can start listening, tuning down their music so they can minimize the amount of damage they have over time.
Now as a parent, and I'm sure all the parents out there can relate, you know, sometimes you just think your kid's ignoring you or not listening or don't like what you have to say. So how do you have that conversation with your teen or your child about saying, hey, is this a real problem, or are you just ignoring me like you usually do?
Well, that is part of the problem being, maybe not a problem, but part of being a teenager. You will always ignore or sometimes ignore some of the things your parents say. But you want to, as parents and teachers and physicians and educators, trying to let your teenagers realize that the loudness, not only the loudness, but the duration and frequency that they listen to loud noises will cause chronic effects that will lead to hearing loss as they get older. Sometimes you can hear that if you have to turn up the volume of the TV in order to listen, or the sound starts to seem kind of muffled. Those are signs that you may be having some hearing loss. So we do recommend taking some breaks from hearing and also being able to tune down the volumes of your headphones so that you wouldn't be exposed to loud noises.
And you have a good chart for us here in terms of decibel levels, in terms of how loud things should be. Like a moderate level would be 60 dBs. Give us an idea of what that means.
So 60 decibels would be between us having a normal conversation, which also be a dishwasher at home or a clothes dryer, so something you can hear in the background. So normal, you don't want to have anything over 85 decibels, and 80 to 90s when we think of kitchen blenders, food processors, and those would be a good example of how loud that would be. Something that is very painful would be at 130 decibels as a jackhammer. And also people who are in the working field, sometimes a snowblower, a lawnmower that we're exposed to daily would be 106 decibels in that area.
Okay, so give some parents out there watching right now some advice if they think their teen may be suffering from hearing loss, or even the parents themselves. I mean, our generation, we grew up with the headphones, probably playing them too loud. What should we be doing?
I would say generally if you're teenagers or a young adult at home is listening to headphones and you can hear the music from their headphones, then that is probably too loud. And also you want to tell your teenagers to take some listening breaks. So when you're listening to loud music, maybe take some breaks so that you're not constantly inundated with that loud noise. And one last thing is to kind of have that awareness in mind so that when you're talking to or the noise around you is louder than a kitchen processor, and you probably want to minimize the duration of that.
So take a few moments and just relax. Put all the phones and stuff down. Maybe pick up a book.
Have some Zen time.
There you go. Perfect. All right, Dr. Shi, thank you for coming in.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll be right back here on